Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how you can survive online school with these tips and tricks from somebody who's having to survive it as well. As we know, most people are learning from home because of what's going on with COVID-19. And unfortunately for some, it does not look like we're heading back to the lecture halls anytime soon. So it's time that we get more than comfortable with online learning and instead learn how to thrive. So with that, here is my online school survival guide. And I just wanted to give a shout out to 2 Minute Classroom who actually collaborated with me on this video. You'll hear from Virgil from 2 Minute Classroom later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. Other than that, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you do enjoy this video and you want to see similar content. And I think with that, we can get started into the video. Okay, number one, we're going to be talking about how you can set yourself up for success within an online school learning environment. And you'll notice that I've changed where I've been sitting, and that is definitely on purpose. That is because my number one tip is that you want to really establish a learning environment. And that means that preferably you're going to be in a closed and quiet space. And the best case scenario is that you do have a desk to sit at. However, I have been known to study on the couch, study on my bed. Definitely is not the best route to go, so I am giving you my number one tips. It is that you should be in a dedicated learning environment. Connected to this tip is that you also really need to schedule out your time if you do want to be successful in online schooling. And this means that you should be taking advantage of calendars or planners to really look at what you need to do during a given week, but also what assignments or tests or anything like that are coming up in the upcoming weeks. This is because you really need to schedule your time just as you would if you were in lecture. It is very, very easy to forget about assignments in the online learning environment. And that is because you do not have people reminding you, even more so than if you were in regular lectures or the classroom setting. And so planning is even extra important in online schooling. Tip number 2 is you want to recreate the regular learning environment as much as you possibly can. And so first, I want to mention that asynchronous does not mean whenever you want. And that is something you really need to understand if you want to be successful in an online learning environment. You should be creating a class schedule similar to what your lecture schedule would have been if you were doing in-person classes. And that is because it's very easy to procrastinate on your asynchronous classes and not do them until the very last minute, but this leads to a lot of stress and often not the best work that you could have done if you would have just followed a regular lecture schedule. And so this means that if your prof is posting 3 videos a week, you do spread them out from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and you might schedule them at 10:30 a.m. to be able to really stay true to a lecture schedule and establish a routine very similar to what you would have done if you were in person. And connected to this one is that you really want to be writing notes as if you would be in lecture. This is something that I struggled with kind of in the beginning because it is very tempting to try and watch the video once, just try and get a good understanding, and then you convince yourself that you will watch another time to write the notes necessary because you have the option to. However, lectures are often very long and very dry, and to convince yourself to rewatch one actually takes a lot more effort than you might be expecting. Definitely, you won't gain everything you need to know from just watching the video all the way through and not writing anything down. So you need to understand that you probably will not rewatch the lectures, and that is okay. Just make sure that when you watch it the first time, you take the necessary notes and you really try to understand the material. And now you do have the option to pause the video, which is absolutely excellent, and I definitely suggest doing that to get the best notes that you possibly can. Number Number 3 is that you really want to utilize any online resources that are available to you. We are in an interesting time when school is online, which also means that we have access to a lot of excellent free online resources as well. And it's the perfect time to really figure out what's out there and utilize them. And so this is where 2 Minute Classroom comes into the video. 2 Minute Classroom is a YouTube channel that provides very clear and short explanations to hard to understand science and math concepts. And now I'm not going to explain any further than that because Virgil was kind enough to explain it in his video. So here he is. Here's the creator of 2 Minute Classroom to explain a little bit more about what he does.
Hello, I'm Virgil from the YouTube channel 2 Minute Classroom, and Maya asked me to share a little bit about my channel and how it can help you in your online education.
My videos are short, usually 2 to 5 minutes, and cover a very specific topic, like ribosomes. Students find great value in my videos to help them understand difficult concepts from class or get a quick refresher for an upcoming exam. One of the best ways to illustrate this value is to share some comments from my viewers. Ultra Megatroin says, "What I couldn't understand the entire week just got in 2 minutes. Thanks." Skyhawk says, "As a biology teacher, I always refer to your videos to explain concepts to my students. You offer the best videos, simple, clear, and you explain the whole thing in just 2 minutes. Hats off." And Payden Lemons says, "Very succinct and very helpful, helping with my college biology. Thanks."
If you can relate to these comments, I'd encourage you to check out 2 Minute Classroom and see how I can help you in your studies. I hope to see you there.
Thank you, Virgil, for that video, and I love to see the comments from viewers. I think that's really, really important to see that perspective. If this channel feels like something that you really want to utilize, because it is such an excellent resource for any science or math students, definitely subscribe to him. The link will be in the description part below. Okay, so that actually wraps up my video on my online school survival guide. I hope that you can utilize these tips to really see the success that you are looking for. Now, it's always important to remember that different people respond to different situations very differently. And just because your friends might not be struggling with the transition to online school, but you are, doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you or that you are any less than. This is a difficult and unprecedented time for many, and everybody understands this. So if you do your best, that is the absolute best thing you can do. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you again on Monday.